Well, hello everyone. Can you remember what Christchurch Downend's vision statement is? For those of you who don't know, it's learning to live the life, and it's based on that passage from John 10:10, where Jesus says, "I have come that they might have life and have it to the full." That's a vision of life being lived to the full, the abundance, the overflowingness of all that Jesus would promise for those who follow after him. I wonder if you might remember that back in the 90s there was a Pepsi slogan, and it went like this: live life to the max. And that essentially is what Jesus is promising in this passage. Life in all its fullness, in all its abundance, living life to the max. And so to live life the Jesus way is to learn to practice being with Jesus, becoming like Jesus, and doing what Jesus did. And that's the vision that we aspire to here at Christchurch. So what does it mean for us here? Well, we've summed it up in three very simple words for the course of this next year. And the three words are deeper, wider, and younger. We want to see the church family growing deeper in their discipleship. We want to see the church growing wider in seeing more people becoming Christians. And we want to see the church growing younger so that we've got more children that are part of our family here at Christchurch. So that first thing, growing deeper in our discipleship. Over the course of the next year, we're going to be rolling out the Christchurch Rhythm of Life, a set of 6 practices that will encourage us to get spiritually fitter and go deeper with Jesus. And as we learn to practice these practices over the course of the next year, we will start becoming more like Jesus as we spend more time with Jesus, and so that we will be enabled to do more of what Jesus did. The second thing, growing wider. We want to see more people becoming Christians, and our vision is that more people will come to know and experience the fullness of life that each of us too are living out, and we want to share that with others. So through the work of the Warm Spaces Cafe on a Thursday, a free lunch, an opportunity to listen to music, make new friends, chat with someone and ask someone to pray with you. Maybe it's about being part of the schools team. Over the last 4 or 5 months, Harriet, Ali and Julie have been doing a huge amount of work in establishing a new schools team, making links with Bromley Heath Infants and Junior School, Black Horse and Froome Vale Academy. We're seeking to partner with these schools and look for opportunities where we can serve them, providing assemblies, RE lessons, prayer spaces, and hosting services at Christchurch that the schools are invited into, like the Experience Christmas and Experience Easter events. And lastly, the third thing is we want to grow younger. We want to see more children being part of our church family here at Christchurch. And unsurprisingly, this is one of the main focuses for the Church of England at large. They want to see the number of young disciples doubled by the year 2030. So we too at Christchurch want to grow younger. We want to increase the number of children and young families that are part of our church family here at Christchurch. It's why we're paying Harriet more hours in order to enable her to lead the work in our children's work and in developing the schools ministry team. It's why Anita and Harriet are putting on outreach events and family evangelistic events throughout the year, why they run tea and toast on a Tuesday afternoon. We want to see children experiencing the fullness of life that Jesus offers to them. This isn't just for adults. So, how can you get engaged? How can you be involved? Well, the first thing is pray for all the good stuff that is going on in the life of our church. Pray that we'll go deeper, wider and younger. Pray for Warm Spaces Cafe, the Dementia Friendly Cafe, the schools team, the family outreach events. Why don't you invite someone to come along to one of those events? Or thirdly, why don't you tell someone about the fullness of life that you have experienced through Jesus? Fourthly, why don't you consider getting involved and reviewing your financial giving and maybe think about giving more to the work of Christchurch in order to help us accomplish more of this work. We've been increasing Beth and Harriet's hours, and so we need to raise a further £8,000 this year to balance the books. And fifthly, the last way is thinking about how you might serve in the life of Christchurch. What team might you want to get involved with in order to help us to continue to grow deeper, go wider and grow younger? Well, thanks very much for listening, and God bless you all, and I hope to see you soon.